Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic unboxing, man. So we got this package here, and we're gonna open it up. And it's that motherfucking dude. It's time. Yep, it's time. We got Bulletgriffin, Bulletgriffin up in here. So the split gimmick, it's that fucking time, dude. We got Bulletgriffin, dude. It's the fucking time, dude. You already fucking know, dude. Fucking go, dude. Dude, it's Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin, dude. Let's go. But it's a prototype unboxing, gotta hype it up because it's fucking dope. And yeah, man, Bulletgriffin or Rocket Griffin up in here. So having this split gimmick with this, so like the Infinity NATO shit, type shit, because it splits into two, some Infinity NATO shit with it. But yeah, but they have done it again. So the UX-19 Bulletgriffin. So this is a UX expand blade. So so involving like the custom lines and taking them further, I guess, if you will, with like BX, UX, and CX. But with this being the UX expand line, it's blade fuse ratchets, if you will. So it's like blade fuse ratchets, some, Nightmare Longinus type shit, where it had the layered disc, integrated ratchets and blades, integrated blades and ratchets, I don't know, but some Nightmare Longinus type shit with this, and it's fucking dope. But but the Bulletgriffin splits into two, which is so fucking dope. Literally pays homage to it pays homage in itself, without, Beyblade history, I guess they say it. So, you've seen it with, Phantom Fox under Plastic Gen, how it splits into two, has a little projectile, it splits into two bays and shit. And, a lot of people remember, Venom De La Bolos, the Venom Indie Race with the Bullet, Delta, even paying homage with Delta, even with this. And with the armor gimmick, so Revive Phoenix, Dead Phoenix, and Prominence Phoenix, because of the projectile gimmick. And I would even say it pays homage to, what the fuck? Yeah, the man just kind of skate with Archer Griffin, But, yeah. But, pays homage to him. And I would even say Earth Aquila, if you will, with things. But yeah, man, but just had to dive in deep in thoughts and stuff, I don't know, with it. But Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin, the epic prototype B, you already know. So yeah, we're gonna check out the back for it. So yeah, so here's the back for the Bulletgriffin. So yeah, man, it looks so dope, man. So it splits into two, and it's also owned by two. Because it splits into two, and it's owned by two Kurosu, the Kurosu siblings. Where she actually showed up in a recent episode, and I flipped the fuck out. But she has a dope design in a major fucking way. But UX expand, you got the Bulletgriffin, so this is what I mean. It's like iterated bit type shit. So Nightmare Longinus I said this perfectly. I just don't fucking know, but you know what I mean. So it has the split gimmick where those Bullet, and then Bullet and what the fuck, Bulletgriffin. So Bulletgriffin, there you go, splits into two, ratchet integrated blades, and then we got the Hexa bit. So Hexa is gonna give it some stamina, which a lot of people are sleeping on this Beyblade, y'all. Like don't underestimate this Beyblade, man. Even the stock combo alone, it has Hexa with it, and a lot of people just sleep on it just because Hexa. Come on, man. Hexa even what the fuck, dude? Hexa's even on Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but people just underestimate it in a major way. I don't know, but yeah. But we're gonna get into this prototype. I'm trying to hype it up as the best way that I can, because it's gonna be a while before I get the Hasbro one and motherfucking cooked with these prototypes, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I am cooking, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm cooking. And I cooked with this. This one was like, it was hard, but I managed to like work with the gimmick, if that makes sense. And I'll go into detail a little bit things with later, you know. But yeah, but we are gonna get into things with Bulletgriffin. You already fucking know. But you know, just gotta say what I say, and you know. But yeah, but Bulletgriffin. So the classic packaging with things. So let's see. Get through the tape. Dude, I swear TT be doing this with their tape. They don't want it to get it open, I guess. I think I brought the... Damn it. Of course I didn't. I forgot the damn box cutter knife. Okay. Okay, we'll just... Raptor! I don't know, Raptor! I want Bolos! Now to a phantom! I don't know. Dude, they taped this up so damn... Okay, let me see. There we go. It's the endless cycle. There we go. Like, dude, look at all that tape, bro. There we go. Alright. Get Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin out of there. Boom. And, boom. There we go. So, boom, 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 boom. So, let's see. And boom. You know, it's so dope, you know. You're having, like, the split gimmick with it, you know. Split gimmicks. It's dope. And, let's see. So, tough plastic, man. There we go. Oh, we got it. We got it. Yeah, TT with their tough plastic, of course, but, yeah, so... We got Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin, dude. Dude, it was so dope. So, here is the bullet part of Rocket Griffin. You know, Rocket Griffin, Bulletgriffin. You know, under TT, it's called Bulletgriffin. Oh my god, dude, I'm driving shit today. What the hell? But yeah, but here is Bulletgriffin. Looks so cool. It even has the gears, bro. It even has the gears, dude. Dude, this is so cool. Bulletgriffin. So, you know, this is the bullet. You know, and then you got the frame. So this is gonna make the gimmick happen. You know, like you need this piece to pull off the gimmick, if that makes sense. But you know, we got the frame, which you know it's dope. You know, love the design on this. You know. But, yeah, and then we got, it is, I guess, bullet, so, this is the bullet, this part's bullet, and then you get the rocket part with it, which is so cool, you know, so, this is mainly gonna count as the points, you know, this part is the main one, if that makes sense, so, this is your bullet, this doesn't count, like, if you get an extreme or knockout on this, and if you're the last bait, if this is the last one in the stadium, then it doesn't count. You know what I mean? It's all in this, you know. And the fact that you can burst it, it's so cool. It can burst. So basically, the bit, which is hexa, you know, this is the only blade that can burst. You know, this doesn't burst. You know, it doesn't burst. It's all one piece. But this can burst. So this is mainly what's gonna count. As you're winning, I guess, you know, this is gonna be like what, you know, this is like, you know, so it's only gonna count, like, if you get, like, the hub will count as your main battle, you know, so, I don't know, it shows my brain Swiss cheese right now, but, yeah, the bullet doesn't count. The bullet doesn't count. The main, so like the scoring for this, you know, only with the body, only with the hub of the bay. The hub of the bay what really matters. So if you get a knockout, extreme finish, a KO, this is going to matter in a major way. And then the bullet, you know, it doesn't really count. It's just there as a projectile, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's just there as a projectile. And, you know, it's so cool because, you know, it still bursts. It has the burst gimmick with it. So this counts as the overall play, the overall score system. And then, you know, if that makes sense. I've been talking for a long time, you know, just trying to go back on some things and, you know, just trying to, like, you know, I guess put the icing on the cake, if you will, if that makes sense. But, you know, but it's so cool, dude. Dude, it even has the gears, man. This is so cool. Dude, can't wait, man. But here it is, man. Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin, in all of its glory, dude. The epic prototype. Took a little bit of a break with, like, the Beyblade Burst disc, you know, for the proto bays and stuff. Which, I mean, you know, they definitely wanted to keep this balance, you know. Like, I think the TT1 is around, like, I think 62 grams or 63 grams. That's insane. But they definitely wanted to keep the balance in a major way. This is why I said they wanted to keep the balance. They literally wanted to keep it equal. They wanted to keep it equal with Bulletgriffin and Rocket Griffin. You know, because it splits into two, you know, because the weight is divided. It's divided, you know. Like, this is the perfect way for them to do this gimmick in Beyblade X. I told y'all from the jump, I said this 100% before, you know, but I type shit, you know, this is the best gen for them to do this gimmick. You know, it's the projectile gimmick, and I'm so fucking excited to battle with this thing. This is literally giving me some, like, what? Nitro, I mean, not really Nitro, Infernal Black Clash, that's what I meant to say, you know, because, you know, if you know, you know, this is like the Infernal Black Clash type shit, where, like, you know, if you've seen it, if you've seen my Infernal Black Clash, then you know, it's literally similar to how it's built with this, but, you know, but the weight is literally divided to where the point where this comes off, the weight is divided, you know. You know, and it's much looser, too, because, you know, they didn't want this to have, like, a tight lock with it, you know, with the weight. Like, the weight is literally split equal to where the point where it's not going to be too OP. The weight doesn't really matter because it's going to, like, split into two, you know. But, you know, that's the balance of it, you know. Because they didn't want it to be too OP with the weight. It already has, like, a really good LAD bit. So, you know, they didn't want to keep this too overpowered. You know what I'm saying? You know, the weight is literally equal, you know, with it. But, yeah, man. But here it is, Bulletgriffin. Looking so fucking dope, dude. Having the bullet gimmick, dude. Even has the fucking gears, dude. Dude. It's so dope. It really is so dope. Can't wait to use it, you know. Some battles are going to be coming, and I can't fucking wait, man. But, yeah, man. So, yeah. Bulletgriffin, Rocket Griffin, and all of its glory, man. You know. And even just how short this thing is, you know, if you're lucky enough, you can get some ratchet sniping in there. Which, I mean, like, a lot of my proto bays, like, I even have, like, I thought I had a, like what, like even bays like Meteor Dragoon, just how short it is, it can be used for like ratchet sniping. Like that's just how it is for like Mummy Curse and Meteor Dragoon. They can use it for some ratchet sniping. And just how low it is, it might can actually do that. It might actually can do that, you know. Might can do some ratchet sniping and get under that ratchet and might burst the motherfucker. Who knows? But yeah, man. But we're gonna bring out the stadium. We're gonna do a test launch. My brain Swiss cheese today, so just kind of just circling around and just putting the icing on the cake with some stuff. But yeah, man. Well, let's get the fucking stadium out and let's do a test launch. All right, we got the stadium out. It's motherfucking time to do a test launch with Bulletgriffin. You know. Duo Phantom! Dilo Polos! You know, because that's the fucking bullet, dude. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! And there it is, man. Fucking Bulletgriffin, dude. Looks so cool. I didn't get the best launch with that. All right, let's see. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There it is, dude. It looks so cool, dude. Let's see. Dude, it looks so cool, bro. Bulletgriffin, dude. Ah, dude, we got 2. Motherfucking 2. We got 2. Dude, I can't fucking wait to do battles with this thing. Well, I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know if I can do it. You know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can activate the gimmick. Let me see. Alright, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Dude. Ah, dude, he got the bullet. Dude, he got the bullet, dude. That's sick. So, yeah, literally, that's just how it works, you know. It splits into 2, you know, supposed to acts as a projectile, and that's sick. That is so cool. You know. And it's literally all because of this frame. You know. Like, this would have, I said this perfectly, and I don't know if I'm going to say it like to the T, to the dot, but this would have probably been the only way of doing like Bulletgriffin and Rocket Griffin, because like I had to find a way how to like do the projectile gimmick like this alone. It's just so dope. Even having the gears with it, like even with this, it might be able to like hook onto the stadium and catch on the rails, because that honestly, yeah, because it has the gears, so. This might actually do some extreme dashes during battle. I don't know. Like, just how short it is. I don't know. I don't know if I have that much momentum to get on the rails, but that would be dope. That would be a cool moment, like Bulletgriffin, the bullet doing some dashes, dude. That's sick. And then you got the bullet in there, dude. Like, this is just a super dope bay in itself. You know what I mean? Dude, it's so cool, dude. It's so dope. Like, even the gimmick. It's just so dope, you know. Like, they didn't want to make this too OP. Like, if this thing had a strong lock, and, like, it's a given because it's loose. It's, like, really loose, but that's honestly the balance with it. Because they didn't want this thing to be too OP. Give it a strong lock, and then never really do the gimmick. Never really, like, it'll be much more tougher to pull off the gimmick. Because, you know, if it's tight, then it's going to be a lot tougher and difficult to actually pull the gimmick. But it is... it's like a slope with it, you know, which it's literally a balance, because, you know, when a bay gets hit, like Buster, you know, boom, 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 when it hits it, the bullet comes out, you know, which is so fucking dope, dude, and I love this fucking gimmick so much. The projectile motherfucking Infinity Needle is back in Beyblade X. But yeah, guys, but this is gonna do it for the epic unboxing. I'll have battles showing off the gimmick. You already know there will be battles, man. I gotta sit down and do some battles with Bulletgriffin, you know, facing against the season 3 arc 3 bays. You know, only gonna focus on season 3/season 3 arc proto bays. So like we talk about Soda Clips, Valkyrie Volt. Been holding off on Valkyrie Volt, because if you know, you know. He hasn't shown up in the show with it, which, I mean, I made theories on him, you know. Like, you know, there was only, like, one candidate left, and it's motherfucking Zero that owns the thing, but, you know. But as the rest of them, I'll be doing battles, so stay tuned. Kind of similar, if you've seen how I did it with, like, Bahamut Blitz, Ragnar Rage, Night Fortress Prototype, like, you see me do those battles. That's literally just how I'm going to do it, so, you know, you can kind of picture, and if you've seen those videos, then you know how I'll do the battles with it. But yeah, man, but this is going to be a dope, man, unboxing, man. This was a dope unboxing, pretty chill. Kind of just wanted to talk with it, and, you know, the Bullet Deal Bolos gimmick is back in Beyblade X, and I can't wait to use this, dude. It's going to be fun seeing the gimmick. It seems like it's going to work really well. You know, and I'm so happy I get to make a Beyblade that actually has the fucking gimmick, dude. We managed to pull it off with motherfucking Bulletgriffin. You know, but yeah, man. But that is going to do it for this epic unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash crap down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. Make sure to ring that bell on Crap Change to notify whenever I upload a video. It came with a launcher. Didn't do the launcher, because obviously it doesn't need a launcher, you know. It doesn't use a launcher. You know, It's one of them Beyblade Burst Disc Proto Bays, so you don't really need to launch it with this one. But yeah, man. But until next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay awesome and go shoot. I'm about out of here. Stay tuned, man. Bullet motherfucking Griffin, dude.